WECAN consortium is very interested in SISAQOL. It's an important project. The WECAN is a consortium of oncology patient groups in Europe where they work together on several projects, and SISAQOL is one of them. What SISAQOL does is focus on the patient-reported outcome measurements, the health-related quality of life measurement, and get all the stakeholders together and discuss what is the right way to use that. How should you use that in a clinical trial? And that's important to get alignments when you define the recommendations at the European Medicine Agency, assessment for the health technology assessments, to have alignment within the field on that. And what we do as Myeloma Patients Europe, where we represent the WECAN, is that we follow closely that discussion, give the inputs in the work packages where needed, and we also bring that back to the patient group that we represent, and capture the input there and bring it back to the SISAQOL. So we are intermediate between SISAQOL and the WECAN to give the patient voice the place that it deserves there. Well, it's very important to have the patient voice in clinical trial development in the right way. So when you only focus in a clinical trial on the blood counts, for example, or other things you collect from patients, then you might miss some things that are important. I could give an example. For example, in myeloma, you have the famous drugs dexamethasone that's added to almost every combination or treatment. When you look at the efficacy of dexamethasone only in the blood counts and in the health data a doctor collects, you might think that it's a very good way of giving a treatment to the patient because it's effective, and it is. But there's another side of dexamethasone, and that's mostly seen in the family when the patient is not in the clinic, and that's the struggle people have with the ups and downs you get from that medicine. And you only light that up by asking the patient. So that's more or less important, to ask the patient too what his experience is and integrate that in a clinical trial design. So you really get a view on the value of a treatment. Well, I think it's very important simply because it's about us. So why should we not be involved? I would say that's very simple, but the next step is how you do that in a meaningful way. So that's SISAQOL about. We are looking at how can you really put the patient voice, the input of patients, patient-reported outcomes in a way that you can compare it from one trial to another and give it really the value it deserves, I would say. So that's why it's very important to include the patient groups in this process, and I'm very happy that we do.